because I think this game's based on the story. You're supposed to like. I'll just stay in that. Just try and be a little bit more quieter.
Well, I got a blue drum gun. Just to prove the point. I have 2 drum guns and a compact SMG and a sniper.
Yeah, something tells me they're never gonna remove the drum gun.
No, they're gonna have to. The game's not balanced.
I asked Edie once about the dragon in the pond.
Unless they do,
She said it had killed her husband.
At least we haven't found the shotgun.
It seemed like an odd joke to me.
Yeah, same here. Shotguns are gonna be rare. But use a hand cannon instead, because they're actually good. Shotgun range. Especially with big SOC. By the way, circle. Fucking hell. God.
So I can't walk in the water. I see I have some little boundaries.
Scars used to be like the easiest thing to find. I feel like that they removed scars out of this mode so drum guns could be in.
Yes, they did that.
Nah, why did they have to remove the suppressed scar? It's so good.
Another drum gun. If they were gonna add drum guns, at least
I'm so mad that they removed like 2 of my favourite weapons.
Yeah, suppressed scar, that's just dumb. Why would they remove that?
Suppressed scar and thermal scope were like the only things I was actually good with. Pretty much.
The scar, the other scar.
In season 4 playground, when the thermal was released, like, and I had a thermal, like you would have been glad to be on my team. Because all we did was just base wars, and all I used was my thermal scope, and I used to hit barely any body shots, and I used to just hit like only.
I'm gonna leave the party. Okay.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one. Like how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot. The table was still a wreck from the night we left. My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture. Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth. Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
What is this? A horror game?
For a minute, it didn't let me on. Hi, AJ.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so
No.
I was.
You shouldn't have gone ahead then.
No, I'm just laughing that they're fighting right here. What is it? Oh, okay, I think my weapon.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a
Yeah, I'm probably dead.
No, you're right, you can make it, Have you got bandies?
Yeah, I've got bandies.
But if you come exactly to me, I have a campfire here.
Nah, I'm getting out on this side. I cannot get out on that side.
But still, just make it over to this bit.
I can see some stuff. Wait, what's that?
Yeah.
That's a minigun.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
I'm trying to eat cow soup or something good there. There's nothing. Wait, Adam, quick with it now. If people like that size, just make it around the storm. Actually, no, you don't need
Oh,
it.
they just rifted. They just
You told me
rifted.
once that every Finch who ever lived
I don't
is
think you
buried
need
somewhere in the
it,
library.
Oh, now we cannot make it to rift. Wait, they have a shotgun.
Want to get storm. Shall I go get the quad crasher? You wait there.
I'm not sure if this is a horror game or just an interactive.
I have no shield.
Just saying, my AR is an SMG.
Yeah, I think I took both their shield
What's a
off.
jump gun? We won't, but they're just sitting there.
Yeah, just gonna wait for us a bit.
Oh, I see one. They're in there. No, they're not. They're not in there. One of them. Yeah, you can see someone.
Yeah. So, no. I thought it was alright. Nah, we're just gonna have to go for Dibble, I think.
Medkit.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed
I'm
up all the
gonna
bedrooms.
use this
Yeah,
medkit.
Then Edie
Yeah, I'll meet you
retaliated
like
and drilled
every year.
peepholes.
I'll try to find these guys.
Voice man.
Okay, yeah, I see him soon. So,
Try and snipe.
yeah.
My grandpa
Oh,
Sam.
no.
How much heavy bullets have you got?
Dead brother,
There.
Calvin.
Oh, that's another team, I think. I'm just moving
It's a
around.
As
rocks.
a kid,
So
I just assumed
yeah, one of them
every
was a
house
rocks.
had
I know
cameras
that.
and sealed rooms you weren't allowed
Okay,
Rock
inside.
yeah.
stage 2, I think.
I see his friend. His friend's like here. Oh, yeah, I need help.
Yeah, I'm here.
Whenever people
Oh,
ask
yeah,
me
they should,
about my
yeah, they should.
family,
Stop
the
cut.
first
Oh my
thing they always
gosh.
want to know about is
Why
Barbara.
would you cut from that? Can you get my reboot? I don't get it. Why would you cut the rail?
Barbara was a child star for 2 years.
Just
Until
get
America
it. Get his own
grew
gun, actually. Go, let's go.
So I'm near someone who's got a
Edie's
boomer. I
father
don't want
owned
to chance
the
it because it's so easy to
Yeah,
hit people with a
just
boomer.
quickly get it. Just quick. Where are you going? Oh, there. Oh, yeah, can you just get me that? Can you just... Where are you going? There's a two
You know what? No, I have to run. I'm gonna run. No,
Yeah,
I
go, go,
cannot
go.
make it.
Molly always seemed
That's
like
what
a
I'm
girl
saying.
I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
If you couldn't tell, this is slightly intense. I could. That's about it.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Just be careful, because people
I spent a
definitely
lot
know
of
that.
time playing in Great Uncle
I
Walter's
think we
room.
go to this shit.
I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up. Lewis told me there were secret
Oh,
passages,
she's
but
gone
I
there
never
as well.
believed him.
Okay.
Shit, people from behind.
Yeah,
Turns
the
out,
mountains on the
my
mountain.
mom was really good at keeping secrets.
How much shadow are you going to him?
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
There's a medkit as well there.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been.
Oh, he's built up a 1 by 1.
There's a ball here. I'm inside it.
Reading this,
I took a
maybe it
photo.
sounds like I had a plan, but I had no idea what was behind it.
I'm invisible. Yo, I'm invisible. I found a glitch. Well, not anymore, but... Oh my gosh. I'm
Just
actually...
like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
If you can like break the sound, yeah, I can just click the one.
I've tried to, but I've just broken down what I thought
I
was
grew up
supporting
looking at
it.
Molly's room through the peephole. Molly's gerbil
Okay,
had a
give me a
tiny
little bit.
bedroom with its own
No, I'm heading up.
gerbil cage.
Yeah, he's coming to me.
Being inside
There's
for
people
the first
landing by
time,
you.
I felt like I'd stepped
know,
behind a
okay.
painting.
Go,
Where
down me.
they're where I was, where my base is.
If I can find the ball here, I'm gonna try to get out. I'm getting out. I'll meet you somewhere.
Shit.
Let me
December
go. Wait,
13th,
let's go somewhere else. Go somewhere else.
1947. Dear Diary,
Are you in the fight?
I'll be gone soon, but
No,
wanted
but I
to
know where
tell
people are
somebody
because this guy
about
was
what's
just shooting
been
at people.
It started when Mom sent me to bed.
I'm gonna pick, if he had a
without
shotgun, I'm gonna take it.
I woke up and I was starving.
Okay. If you have anything
So I
else,
looked
that's
around
fine.
for some-
Oh, yes, he had a shotgun, he had a drum, no, he had a sniper and a chug jug. He had a chug jug, you can have it. There's people in there.
Okay. Oh, I know launchpad, come to me.
There's people in here.
No, I know. Wait, where? Oh, okay.
Shit on me, on me, on me.
You coming down? And go around the other side?
I kept eating and eating.
Yeah, no shield.
Type in 70 or something.
I ate a lot of things that night.
Munch.
Nice. Nice. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna chug up. Can you build?
Oh, you can't eat the toilet paper.
You can have that.
Then I heard chirping.
Wait, no, you're drinking the
outside
chug jug because
window.
realised.
Yeah. Is there anything?
It was
Is there
a
like
barn
an AR
swallow
for
going
me?
Is
back
it,
to
yeah, there's an
the
AR, there's an
house.
infantry
I
here.
reached out for
There's
her.
also a bimbo.
Shit. Right.
Suddenly,
Yeah, you know what? Oh, take them.
Do you just want to start camping so then, like, you have a better chance or something?
Yeah. I just realized we're doing
I tried to be quiet, but the birds
Wait.
were really
Okay,
scared.
Oh, we got
Oh,
5
so
kills in
good.
total. That's actually pretty good for duo squadding.
Yeah. Wait,
You
did
said there's a
get
launch pad here.
Oh shit, my bad. That's mine.
No problems, no problems, no problems. Wait, do you need, wait, do you need any ammo or max?
No, I'm alright.
My God. I want to
Yeah, when the last few people are fighting, I'd say we just third party on the person that on the people that have the most team. This is a fort fight. What?
Oh, okay. Should we go to the glide? Should we go through these things?
Now there's people in them. You can tell because you can hear them.
Alright, we're gonna have to build like a 1 by 1 round there.
Now crouch.
Come here. I want to eat
We'll
you.
build like...
Oh nice, this glitch.
Yeah, if you take banana.
Now we'll third party on them. When they find
Yeah,
someone else, we'll third party.
Yeah, 2 of them. If I can get a good right, if they stand to respect,
I
I'm
did,
not
and I almost got her.
I'm not trying to...
If one of them
House was
stand,
getting really tired.
Yeah, one's 1 HP.
type the Peely 25.
Up in the
Yeah,
big
the other kid's 1 HP. I'm not even...
The Laguna. Oh wait, I'm getting shot. I'm getting shot at.
Alright, I'm
All
gonna
I
get
cared
the
about
two
was
quick kills on
speed.
From there, I'm getting shot from there.
I got one.
I gobbled her up.
Yeah, they're in the like. Oh my god, they tell me I'm getting third party by this PD.
First, all I heard
Oh,
was
what? I built!
then I heard little teeth nibbling in the
I
grass.
clearly built. No, do yeah, third party. I clearly built and somehow went through the wall.
Rabbits.
There's nothing to do with that anymore. Honestly, you would have to push him.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons.
I don't have any launch
I
pads.
swallowed him up, and I didn't.
Wait for them to push in, yeah?
Then I
these
flew
guys,
off
yeah?
to find something bigger.
Bigger.
A mama rabbit.
You see bad.
Yes, wait, I swear we drew squad that whole thing.
You're so bad. Look, you have the third party. No wonder you have 7 kills. You're so bad. You can't even hit shots.
Should we invite someone else? So we can have a full squad and try to reach the sun.
Look, this kid has the third party because he has no friends.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't.
If the elite agent loses, if the elite agent loses, it's because I got him low.
I was a shark.
Because I'm actually good at the game, unlike this little fucking, this kid here, because that's the third party. See, they're so bad they don't even have to fucking revive each other. I'll finally just learn. Yeah, thank you. I want this Ember to win, I don't even care. Enemy or not, I don't give a shit. The elite agent is so bad. You got his friend on someone who isn't like, who's on one person. Why do you have to double team on one person exactly? Oh, what are you doing? Getting your first ever win? Wow, you just got your first ever win. How do you feel?
I wanted fat, juicy cereal.
You're waving at no one because you have no friends. He's waving at no one because he has no friends. It's clear.
Really
Tastes
good.
really good.
That game went on for 24 minutes.
He's so bad at the game.
Grabbed on tight. When I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water.
Honestly, if we just like sat behind and then just third partied, I think we would have placed at least second.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Hello.
Hi, we placed third.
What you doing?
I really just want to go outside. I want to go outside so bad, but I can't because I got to stay at my house because there's no one else here and the cats might start fighting and stuff like that. So I want to leave my house.
You buy tears? You bought tears, didn't you?
You said this yesterday.
Disregard. Did you buy tears?
I didn't buy tears on the big ass.
I didn't have the bottles.
I only bought one tier.
One tier. How did you have that much time to get to tier 100?
Hacks.
You just have to that thing. And then you didn't.
I know how to get into the finals, so does that count?
Well, no, I do as well, because I'm a big ass boy. Should we make a new party? Or no? Wait, Adam, should I make a new party?
I don't know. But the way that we're gonna have to try and win is that we just fight at the start, and then once it gets to near end game, we just camp, and then third party the last two teams.
Had to have, so I swam towards it.
Okay.
I slithered onto the sand.
The P90 shotgun AR sniper. Hey, finally, the football skins are pickaxing me. After this, I'm gonna play solo until I complete my daily challenge, which is play till 25 in solo one
Closer
time.
and closer.
This game, I'm gonna be level 32. They leaked the level 100 rewards, and level 100
How did you
actually
get drunk?
cool.
All my stomach started growling.
Something called Epic Games doesn't care about their community. They just want the drum gun in every mood.
Suddenly,
Like watch when One Shot comes out soon. Like they're gonna add the drum gun, and there's gonna be called the drum gun sniper rifle.
but it's not going to wait.
All it is, you shoot like 5 bullets in like one go.
No, I will be delicious.
Oh hell no! Oh God, no! Oh no! You're not going.
Go around. Look, just look around this entire place and tell me if you find a drum gun.
That's a bit better.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have. will be obvious later, but my
They
mom
should
never
be.
told
They
me
should be
the
called
story.
Mystic Drum Gun Leader.
Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing
Drum
it up
Gun. Martin, if you don't believe me, then
first. When we adopted a stray kitten,
Oh my
she was the one who
god.
named it Molly.
Oh.
I spent a lot of time in Great Grandma Edie's room.
I
Her
was.
room was like a museum.
But I left, like, at the beginning.
For 500 years, the Finches have
Why?
been famous throughout Norway
I
for
was
their
AFK.
fortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family
And I found a
curse.
boom boom.
His wife Ingeborg and their
I want those
newborn son,
grenades.
Johan. On January 7th, 1937,
No, I'm carrying bandies, but sure,
he
can have
set
the
40-foot
grenades.
waves off the coast
Thanks.
of his daughter Edie, with husband Sven and
I
baby
found a
Molly.
Slurpee
Odin
juice.
Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery.
I need a
His
shield.
daughter Edie is already dreaming
got
of
some
a new
for you.
Finch house.
Adam, come here.
Sonic, I don't like Sonic
It
anymore.
goes back a long ways.
Cause of the new film.
Oh yeah.
It should be called Sonic, the reincarnation of Godzilla,
When Edie told
because it
people
looks so
Sven
disgusting
was
to
playing
look when I don't know what Sonic
She
is
could also have
anymore.
said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
I don't know why, but the only show that the only
Don't drink it.
the only series I watched for Sonic was Sonic Underground, and that was about it.
My mom was furious.
No, I'm carrying a
I
sniper.
had
I prefer using snipers.
For a long,
So I kind of
long
have bad
time.
eyesight, and I cannot play stretched on
One
this,
summer,
so
they
yeah.
evacuated the island,
I'm keeping a
but
sniper.
Edie refused to go. For
That's why I'm the
years,
type of
she
person
was a
that searches up
celebrity.
on YouTube how to get stretched res on PS4. Because because FOVs
Sometimes
like
Edie seemed a lot
you
younger
get it
than
with
my mother.
thing.
The only trace
I just
Grandpa
knocked
Sam's
someone.
first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom.
By the reboot.
It was a pretty big trace.
No, he was looking at a vending machine, but there was a scar in there. I sniped him. Oh, I'm getting shot at by his teammates.
There's
I'm
a
coming.
secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard.
Oh, took off the Inferno shield. Knocked the Inferno. Alright, okay. Okay. The thing is, a blue drum gun there's a blue drum
Sven
gun
gave
there.
Sam an old camera he'd refurbished.
Where the reboot is. You just have to emote my toxicity levels over 9,000. Why? Whoa, this is such a cool boot!
I knew
Whoa!
Grandpa Sam had a twin.
I really wish all of us would get Minecraft, and then we could play Minecraft together, because Minecraft is fun.
I guess my grandpa
I know.
didn't like history any more than my mom did.
What, do you not like Minecraft? Sam, you're such a weird person!
How I want to remember my brother. By saying,
No, Minecraft is so much fun now because it's like
that when he lit
Fortnite.
up
You
his
can get
mine,
shield.
that was it.
You can't.
You can get a shield.
A shield, but not shield.
Yeah, but is it a shield? Yes.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom.
Do you get
Did
shield?
you hear about the guy
not shield?
who played hardcore for 5 years and then died?
We swore.
Like not
Never
in
do
real
that
life
again.
in the game, because that would be kind of weird if he died in real
I
life.
think Calvin always wanted to fly.
He was blocked from living. Oh, there's a glitch with the border where you cannot get out of it. So I'm not
But that
taking
day,
one. I had that
He
as well.
finally made up his mind to do it.
There. How'd you get rid of it?
I will just run away.
Well, same here. Where? My boulder fell down. My boulder fell down, like I said.
Oh god, this is not gonna end well.
I told him going around was impossible.
The rogue agent on the roof has no shield.
Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Why did you leave? Oh no, that seems like me.
Maybe if the wind hadn't.
You tried finishing my team.
Why is the drum gun in the game?
Then maybe
I don't know.
he'd still be here. But I doubt it.
Why is the
He'd
drum
already
gun
made
in
up
the
his
game?
mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Oh, he just tried to hand deliver me a chug jug. You can drink this chug jug.
So annoying.
Today
Why
he
is
made
there a
up his
truck
mind
gun?
about it.
Why is there a blue and green gun in solid gold?
I think I kind of regret them putting the drum gun back in the game.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
I'm gonna reboot you and then you can have some of their stuff. And then your stuff.
Bro.
Matty, what? You're not Matty. Why did you leave? How are you?
How are you?
I think his mic's broken or he just muted us. Oh. I feel like AJ is just not talking because why not?
Yeah, I'm really not. I'm just focused on this game right now.
Oh, I see them. They're getting their teammates reboot card. I think. Yeah, they're definitely getting some loot, and then yeah, I see them. What's he won?
We can get some loot.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Have some shells.
Wait, my ammo.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a
Thanks, bro.
child star.
Don't take the. Wait, have you got the ring? Yeah, go.
Let's go to
When,
Saka.
AJ, when are you gonna go back on Fortnite?
I don't know.
AJ,
What?
how old are you?
Older than you.
How old are you?
Of all the stories
He's
people wrote about
13.
Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
I see people. Oh, they're in the fight. That's third party. They're third party from up here.
Oh, Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch.
No, I was about to kill that guy as well.
As a
You guys
child,
you just not letting me get any kills.
was famous for her scream.
Just not let. Whenever I'm about to kill someone just takes my kill.
16, she was all washed
No one's letting me kill anyone. It's not fair.
But
This
in a
game
lucky
isn't
break,
fair anymore.
She'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Behind you. Wait.
Getting better.
Oh, you know
I
what?
think you just need
Just
the right
put that there so you can't run away.
Her biggest fan
Did he seriously do that? Oh my god, there's more people.
was about to demonstrate when...
Don't let me shoot my sniper then, thank you very much.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table
Oh, wait,
saw
is that the
and
same
had to be
football skin?
rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also,
I want to shoot this guy down.
Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
You get him?
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went
I was like popping off.
right on cue. She reached for the music box.
I'm sorry, I had to shoot it down, I had to shoot it down.
She listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
I ran out of mats, so you know. And I'm too low for comfort.
Killed him.
No. They had to put the music into the game. Why? Why?
She found Rick's crutch and
What age are you supposed to be to play this game? No.
Adam. Yes, Adam. Thanks. Res, Adam, res, the storm's coming!
Gang's leader is the infamous killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago
13
tonight.
kills, by the way.
No.
You know what? You would have 2 more kills, but I stole them because I'm a little meanie. Ha 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 ha! No kills for you. Just saying, he had a teammate. Yeah, there he is. Got him.
Oh dear.
Barb, relax. I was just trying to
I'm gonna
scare
keep running
you
'cause I'm
to
too
help
low.
find your screen.
Well, I'm not scared.
He's running because he's a little
I'm
pussy.
Furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt.
Next to you. Yeah, that's gonna happen.
she threw him out. But she kept a little something.
Adam's in my kit here. Can I take it? Cause I'm lower.
Yeah, you can take it. I've got minis.
And she was still
Oh wait, I think I have a campfire. Yeah, I have 2 campfires. Wait,
Can you
take
build around
this.
me? 'Cause I have no mats. Build around me. Cheers.
hours later.
Barbara.
Alright, can I have some mats? Actually, you have none. Did you take some of his? Wait, there's minis out there.
It's a trick. You're dead, Walter.
Wait, was he a knock?
No, I just killed him.
Okay. Wait, oh my, can you stop your share playing? If you want watch, you can watch. I don't mind.
Do you wanna go now?
No, we need to go. Do you have a launch pad?
Oh no. You have to go the old-fashioned way.
Orcas Island police
Well, what we should do, I think we should just start to camp now.
Residents are
Alright.
urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any
I'm popping
suspicious
off.
activity.
14 kills.
Barbara turned, saw the hook
Supply drop, more like a supple drop.
More like a fat person.
he was white, smashing.
Okay, so
There's gonna be people. Oh yeah, there's people in there. Don't go up there. Do not go up there at all. Yeah, see, there's people up there.
Okay, Barbara. There's gotta be another way out of here.
Wait, I think they're fighting, but I don't want a chance. I need to reload my shotgun. I see another person.
She played
They're not on the island though.
beautifully.
Can I get him?
On me? Yeah, he's got no shield. What? He's midding right behind you. What? He's behind you. He's just put on a mini. Can you revive me now? Wait, no, don't. Oh, no, I'm gonna screenshot. That's third twice in a row now.
But she sensed the story.
Yeah, of course he's camping up there with a boom, but you're so good at the game. You have 1 kill. You're so good. This guy has 1 kill. He's so good at the game.
I'm doing good in serious right now.
Mario, if you didn't leave the game, we could have probably have won.
I'm doing quite good in serious. If you want Desmond, you can join the legend.
No, but no, because we could have got your reboot then revived you.
No, I got pissed then.
No, seriously, like the last few people that we've been fighting are actually bots.
Anyway, I'll join in a sec. Can I just think
it's a 3v1. This guy has 1 kill, and he's playing like he's in a scrim.
Don't join again.
I'm so bored. I want to go to the park, but my mum's not home. No one's home. I'm the only person who's at my house.
Oh my gosh, I'm playing face right now.
Oh dear.
Adam.
Yeah.
Are you still in the game? Are you still in the game?
I've just left.
No, don't like, can I let you play levels?
Can I quickly play solo? I need to play top 25 once. Unless you can do it for me.
Yeah,
what kind of
okay, can someone get equal eliminations, please? He lagged out. I think he had to get off. AJ, do you want to play?
No.
Why?
I wasn't there myself.
Because I'm too busy playing.
Barbara was magnificent.
I'm level 32 and my count level is 475.
But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Does anyone actually like intensity?
Now that's what I call a real
The emo. I liked it when it was in the files because the music wasn't actually bad. I really want to buy it, but I don't have enough V-Bucks.
Yeah, I'm playing good right now. Wait, should I do share play quickly?
Yeah.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted.
Fam, I was popping off. I stole like 2 of Martine's kills, and if I didn't steal 2 of Martine's kills, I would have still had more than 10. But I kept on quick scoping people.
I got quite a lot of kills.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Speed up skill. I'm not laughing.
When I join, imagine if you die.
Yeah, I'm
Mom
in
must
the
have locked
thing
the
now.
third floor stairs on the night we left.
Yeah, I'd say, yeah. I was gonna say to stay in that. But yeah, meds is good as well. Yeah, you're actually doing quite well.
Yeah. I got 6 kills, 12 people left. Then.
Oh shit, I can hear someone by you.
Yeah.
Right, get back onto the thing and then just keep on moving. You could third party. You could do what my strategy was last game but failed. I actually died to a bot last game.
Wait, how many people are left?
Legit, he was medding up in the open as well.
Oh, I might just camp.
Wait, it's Flush Factory! You were just in Flush Factory!
I don't know, ooh, is this like a cinema? Yo, this looks... I haven't been to Mega Ball with this.
This is definitely a cinema.
Yeah, it has to be. Oh, imagine if they had like this cinema thing in the dark room. Yeah, that would have been sick. They did that.
Oh yeah. Wait, no, you're in Pizza Pit.
Yeah.
Mom
I'm
said the
lagging a bit.
basement was off limits.
Yeah, because you're in the
Unless I
share play.
wanted another tetanus shot.
Well, no, that's not because you started the share play. I'm in it, so like it
I
runs
saw
on both our
Edie sneak down to the
PS4s.
basement once, carrying packages.
You're on one ping and saying that your internet's bad.
I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
Oh my gosh.
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
This is what your sister's death run days have come to. Well, no, your default death run days. We're gonna bet there's someone camping in here.
Yeah, I feel like there is. Definitely being cautious.
I saw a chest
He got as far away as he could.
behind you.
Oh.
If there's a pattern in all these stories,
Oh, you just destroyed
I
it.
think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Now, it's so difficult to get into the top 10 now.
I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
Like, you have to literally camp or sweat.
On that first day...
To be honest, I don't mind the fort fights because they're literally, you get them by playing the game half the time. Put on the bush so you can have extra HP and then you can camp even better.
I settled into a routine. That's
He's such a bot!
What? How did you not kill me?
Having a
He's
schedule,
reloading.
living for today.
I dated just dancing with two people spectating you.
No, I don't get funny.
I always expected to be dead tomorrow.
True. I danced on someone and then I knew I was like, I'm gonna die by his teammate. I didn't. I destroyed him. You know that team that killed you in Pleasant?
Yeah.
Yeah, I killed all three of them.
Did you?
Yeah.
So where is
I avenged you. Your name lives on.
Yes, then. And this is where I am today. Camping in the bush, 7 kills, 76 people left.
You gotta run. Yeah,
know.
yeah,
No,
Hermione
I'm
ran.
gonna move it,
Hiding
I'm
like
gonna
he's
move it.
Anne. That bitch.
I kind of regret not getting my like. Yeah, you know what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, this is probably. Wait, oh, you've got campfires. No, if you one of the kid that you literally just killed who had the RPG, he had a med kit. You could put, and if you get bandages out of this, you could do a med off.
Nah, I didn't know.
Like I was called slurp juice, but you don't even fucking slurp it. Wait, why'd you drop your AR?
I might rift. But I'm waiting for the last second. Oh, I need to take a piss as well, that's the thing. Oh, Yuma!
Do salute.
Hi, Yuma.
Right, start rifting now.
No.
Now, by the time you've rifted, no, if you start rift now, then you're being in the storm. Then you be in the storm.
No, I'm just trying to play a bit safer. Okay, there's people right there. I'm gonna go into that. I don't want to push him. I don't want to push anyone, to be fair. So.
That's understandable. We're gonna bet there's someone camping in there as well.
Yeah, I saw it fall as well. That's... What? Bitch, why you move forward? I feel really scared.
It's wiggling.
Some guy's just gonna crank some 90s out.
Now I'm waiting for Eunice to reply saying that he bought Wiggle.
Oh my gosh! Man was camping in that bush.
Wow, karma hit you good.
Yeah, but I didn't do anything.
You camped in the bush.
Wait, camping in the bush is bad.
If you got a trap,
Yeah. Don't let me take it. Wait, we were able to take a fucking trap. I swear to God, I went to the wall.
But now I've had that glitch so many times.
I'm actually pissed. I'm just gonna try her next thing, just because I'm pissed. You know, look at you a little bit.
Now, What I was gonna say, if the trap would have actually fucking placed, is that if you boxed him in, let him in, he would have died to the traps. He wouldn't have enough time to. But then again, he was standing on top of it, and he would have barely any time, because then you could edit him in.
Yeah, I'm gonna ready up and I'm back. I'm gonna go to the cat. There's a ski cutting.
That Inferno skin that was at the blog, would have bet he just bought it just because he's all leaving soon. Yeah, I stole a lot of kills, I'm not even gonna lie. Eunice, when will you reply? Are you scared of me?
I'm back.
I'm gonna message Ninja saying, fight me, pussy.
You're too scared of me. You're just scared
AJ.
of me.
AJ. Apparently, James Charles has lost 400k subscribers.
How have you done that? How have you done that?
I don't know, it's on Drama Alert, I might watch it.
I'm just gonna sweat this. I'm gonna be at John Wick's house. I should have brought John Wick, shouldn't I? I'm just gonna go to this house. Apparently it gives you free chests. That's what I heard. This bitch come to my house. He's got one girl back. Oh my gosh, bear. Anybody go away, water, water. Anybody go away, water, water. Anybody go away, water,
Oh, you got me joking, I'm gonna die.
He just literally drank some minis and then gets sniped at.
Oh.
No, go away. No.
The reason you know I'm going to fly hard right now?
I commented on Reba Ford's newest video saying how to scream 181.
No, then. Thank you. 7. Yeah.
He placed 3rd. Wow, how many threes have I seen today? I never realised this. The combat shotgun's a double barrel.
Is it?
Apparently so. Apparently they're gonna add a tactical rifle. Apparently they're gonna add a tactical rifle.
How? I'm not gonna do that, I swear.
Guys, I'm gonna mute my mic.
Oh yeah, we're just gonna go on YouTube.
I swear.
Guys, I'm gonna mute my mic. Oh yeah, we're just gonna go on YouTube. I'm recording it.
No. Get muted, boy.
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal.
AJ, what are you doing?
Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe you got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. The longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave. Well, I still can.
What in the hell? I'm eating wash pans here. Let's go.
Emoji happy tears, emoji happy tears, emoji happy tears, emoji happy tears,
I know it's out
emoji
there
happy
somewhere.
tears, emoji happy tears, emoji happy tears, emoji happy
Whatever
tears,
killed Barbara.
emoji happy tears, emoji happy tears, emoji happy skipping the rest.
And Molly. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left, or a month, or a single week. I'd be happy. I can already imagine the sun.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here. I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me. Maybe she was afraid I didn't know Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive.
Wow, my fingers hurt from spamming AJ that much. Why you believe?
I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself. And found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem.
Skipping the rest.
Maybe we believed so much in a family curse. We made it real.
What? He died on my year, man. That's sad.
Rest.
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
Stop, Adam.
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
Skipping some comments.
But I thought you should know about your family. history you're a part of.
Wow 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 wow.
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth. And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness.
No, what I'm doing is
any of it seems possible.
Okay, cool. It's fun with me. It didn't really distract me.
You might
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
Something that is very cool.
What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Wrong person.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but
I just clicked on wrong person's name.
The pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. Three of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
You stupid.
Oh my, are you watching YouTube?
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Oh my, you.
No.
So smart.
Stop! Someone do something what I don't want to do. I'll mute you.
You'll wait, what?
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea.
Oh, you
My
realize
mom
was
was always trying to move
me.
on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
I could still send messages if you muted me.
I know.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
So that's what I'm doing.
She's gonna go meow.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
It's so funny when she just goes wow 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 wow. Here, I'll stop. Now all I have in copy and paste is wow. About 1 million times. I'm gonna send my mum wow.
Eat my water. Oh, okay.
Like when I ask for V-Bucks, I can buy
Edie's side was always
intensity.
easier for me to understand.
Oh.
But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
Oh, look at that! Ow! He died. He swung off. I'm gonna do something what you're not expecting, Adam. You're never gonna expect it.
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was gonna be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Oh. This girl was pregnant. I didn't know you were pregnant.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
What, they're both old AF?
They were both pretty intense.
Ah. Holy crap.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a life perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit.
Please just take the damn picture.
Smile, Dawn.
James Charles is a record for losing
Okay,
the most
got it.
fastest drivers in one day.
I'm gonna
Pardon?
take some.
The camera's older than you are.
Trevor's lost in a day.
Okay.
You know how many people that is?
No.
409.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still
97
freezing,
people.
though.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Hold still while I take a.
Hey!
That's a keeper.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Dawn, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph? Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish.
Dad!
Good eyes, Dawn. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad, I...
Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want... Great shot, Dawn! I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Oh.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me. Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Stop breaking! What in the hell? What is this? What is this? What do you want me to do, eh? Again, what do you want me to do? Oh, you want me to do this? I see. Very secret.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Ooh. Can I open this? Oh yeah, thank God. Gregory.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Gregory, it's time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right
Ooh.
now.
I wonder what he saw. He reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination.
Whoa!
Whatever it was he saw.
It's a bit confusing. Oh. I'm controlling the frog, okay. I hear that more.
Sure made him happy. I know how silly it sounds. That I worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw. There's so much I don't understand about Gregory, about everything. But I know what happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
That's pretty sad. Oh God, man.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. Father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, "We don't need a stepmom," were the words that I
now
remember.
pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger. The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Yeah.
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder." I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't, until we found you.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus. My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get. She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay. My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died. Louis was born a year later. When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal, but it didn't last. The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle. After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings. Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush. I was 4 when Milton disappeared. Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors. Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out. Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Louis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room, until Mom got him a job at the cannery. Everyone always told me to stay out of Louis's room, except Louis. Louis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Louis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Louis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander. I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads. And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then, daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss, but he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him. At all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis, until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on. In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a handsome queen. The queen was on her own quest for radiant rainbows. He followed the sound of her silver harp. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination. But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him. He began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt. I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions. Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on inviting him. His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head. And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Hello?
Yo. Oh my god.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Stories. 2 more.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left. My mom ended up leaving everything behind. What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night. That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance, or that Edie had a key to it.
The thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around. For a while, I wandered. I started seeing things. Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Hi.
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go.
Since you not play Fortnite, come on.
I'm done now. I'm playing.
I never
right
saw
now.
Great Grandma Edie again.
Do you?
Next morning, the
run.
band came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
Mm.
I might do it later, but...
I'm so
After that,
hungry.
we
I
moved
haven't had
to
anything to eat all day.
I've got you things to do.
I would make cereal because it's like they
tried to
think
make
I'm
the
making
best
the
of it.
house, but can't be asked.
I mean, do you want kids? I got
No.
I actually got too much.
A few years
I have a
ago,
question to ask. Why were you watching? Why were you watching Kids yesterday?
Maybe because I like Dan.
my mom didn't like to talk about it.
Oh, sure.
But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly.
Oh, whoa. Whoa!
She got better for a while.
Spider-Man. Oh, shit,
And then she didn't.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, I'll give you...
And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this.
No.
I'm gonna do it.
If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes.
People want
Appreciate how
Stanley to have his
strange
own
and
memorial
brief all
statue.
of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you.
I might make a clickbait Fortnite video called I Found Stanley in
But now I hope you'll
Fortnite.
never see it. I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
But I only want to do Team Roll so I can get
This is
2
where your
pistol
story begins.
eliminations.
I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all.
People are saying we see they return. Ooh, best song ever! I'm gonna get AJ copyrighted.
No, you're not. If you didn't know, I just muted Adam. I've muted him.
No, I'm doing it.
Tell me when he's finished playing the song. Did you finish playing the song yet?
Yeah, he's still playing the song.
Thank you.
What's up?
I forgot it's family friendly. Oh. I bet you. What? She's back. Where's my pizza at? Where I go? You went around breaking the floors because I have like a secret chest there.
Right, so I guess that was the end of the game then.
Oh.
End the stream now. See ya.